Good afternoon, team. Our meeting is now on record. Thank you, Lord, those who dial in on time. I will now pass it on to our chairman for this meeting, Stan. Stan will lay out the meeting protocols, and then please abide by those meeting protocols, the time given, and we complete it in our required time frame.
For countless centuries, many of the hundreds of ancient and unique tribes and clans spanning the lands, rivers and mountains that are now called the provinces of the Southern Highlands, Hela and Gulf of Papua New Guinea thrived on the same land, some in allegiance and others at war, and almost always divided by belief systems, language and ancestral values. Rare was the occasion that they came together in peace, trust and consideration for a unified future that their people could benefit from.
One of the best parts about our business is that we are right here working with our people and communities. Right outside our door, it all starts with local engagement.
Most of our fresh produce and eggs come from our Lenco partners and our local growers in our own backyard. We don't just have the best PNG has to offer.
We also have the best tender beef.
And heaps more of your international favorites.
And it all ends up right here, where we wash it, pack it, slice it, and dice it. Become fresh and vibrant dishes from all over the world for all diets and cultures.
My favorite part of our company is how multi-scale our team is. Nothing is ever beyond our reach. From travel and roster management to front office and accommodation management. Our world-class staff can also provide exceptional laundry service. This complements our top-tier housekeeping teams.
Every time we wash a bag of laundry, it is controlled, planned, and carefully executed tasks to ensure the highest possible quality.
Every piece of food you serve is monitored by Gecko and produced or go up to your plate.
Every day right here, tailored to suit your needs.
Forged in the belly of Mount Kigira, annealed in the crystal waters that sprung forth from the tree to form Lake Kutubu, honed to a polish in the Sambiri Irave valleys, and thrust forth to the world with pride by the twins who watch over the mighty Kikori River. Our story and place in the tapestry of the area cannot be underestimated, for arrows, spears and axes and hundreds of years of conflict and mistrust in 2015 were placed aside in favour of the pen.
I've been working for the company 7 years till to date. When I started, I was a kitchen hand. A kitchen hand, that was my previous employer, Kutubu Catering Limited, KCL. And then when the company PNG Pages took over from KCL, and then I only worked for kitchen hand only for 6 weeks. So after when I returned from my R&R, and I was surprised that I was promoted to safety officer. I had interested, so when they gave me that opportunity or the offer, I took that opportunity, knowing that I think I got a future with the company. The company really means a lot to me in regards to where I am today. During my employment in MPHS, the company mentored me, the company gave me the opportunity, and then from there I started building my skills and building my, maybe my next 5 or 10 years, I want to be a better person, and I want to be a manager of this department where I work for. So I'm making sure that I give back to the company, which company giving me the opportunity to operate. So my 5 or 10 years down the line, I want to be a compliance manager. Or like few years back, I was in that standard. And then when the company took over and the company changed me, you can say it changed me to where I am today. Meaning that my family standard of living gradually changed. Meaning that while I was at Kutubu, so when the company gave me the opportunity to be a safety officer, then I transfer all my family down at POM to get better education for my kids. Oh, I want to see, apart from my family, I want to see the company regard me as a mentor, as a role model, and as a leader. To be honest, when I was first employed, and then I went back, maybe my break time I went back to my wife's local village, which is Hitinia. And then the Hitinia, especially the Yasugo region, they were so proud. And when they see that there's opportunity, any projects or any sites that trying to build projects, the company and PHS give priority to the locals. So that's exactly what's happening right now. Before hiring the nationals, they give the opportunity to the locals, which is most of the locals are from this area. The locals are hired by MPHS. Most of them, maybe 90% of them, they don't know how to read and write. So when the company hires them, first thing first, company train them to bring up the skills till today. Even though most of them, they don't know how to read and they don't know how to write. But when the company hires them, employ them, they now know how to read and they don't know how to write because of the company. Okay, in the beginning, my childhood till when I was at this senior grade, I didn't have any laptop. Just because of this company, and then I bought a laptop. I'm telling my kids that as myself, my young days, I didn't have any opportunity or any privilege to have a laptop. But my kids, right now, they know how to operate a laptop because I bought them a laptop, and I'm encouraging them and telling them that my days, there's no laptop. But my kids, I'm making sure that you guys have to know how to operate the computer before you go to higher grades. When I'm compensated or when I'm getting paid, my blessings or my money go back to the community. I don't benefit myself, Mr. Benefit him. I benefit the whole family and the community. And I'm so proud to be an employee of this company because my community or even my family, immediate family and my extended family, they see me as a leader in terms of any troubles or any funeral, anything. I contribute to the family or to the community. So as individual, I'm really proud that I work for money and I work for this company. And in return, the company look after me as well as my entire family. Okay, message from email young man Mary, because me too, I was once a young man, and I went through this now something. So my message to you, or my encouragement to you, suppose now you stop na hari me, one in priority you got longan, put in priority first. Anything that will tarnish you, anything that gonna damage you, not gonna put in priority. Okay, one example, priority below me, I want to be a better person for tomorrow. So what's my goal? Goal below me like I'm a businessman, a successful businessman. So one kind of advice below me, young man married today, are me. Suppose you think or say you can come a businessman, and you can come a businessman. Suppose you only want beer bottle or you only want berry bottle, you're not gonna be a businessman. You become a loose man or rascal man on the street. So advice below me, kind of say me talk finish. Me priority below me like I'm a businessman. Maybe 5 or 10 years down the line. So encouragement below me, please priority below, put him first. Don't put anything first. Beer, priority below me. Play cash, priority below me. Priority below me, I'm God believe law tomorrow become a successful man. Thank you.
A constitution signed that united many, with an all or nothing vision to not repeat the mistakes of the past and spread and share this Landco dream with all clans, tribes and traditional owners of resource-rich land in Papua New Guinea, to provide guidance, advice, management, to settle eons old conflicts and unite as one people, and truly benefit from the resources the way that the spiritual mothers of the land intended, in a way that has never been done before, through transparency, investment and education.
Currently, I'm working as a HSEQ supervisor for PNG and HSL at the Rich Camp, Kutubu project area. Compared with previous employers I've been working with, compared with MPHs, I've learned a lot in terms of safety, especially food safety. It was a new field where I've learned a lot, especially in food safety and general safety as well. In trainings, validating and auditing and inspecting work areas was a new things where I learned a lot, and I gained a lot of confidence in speaking, public speaking, especially in toolbox meetings and pre-start meeting, doing PowerPoint presentations and so on. So, with me personally, I've learned a lot with MPHs within these 3 years. PNG, MPHs, it means a family to me. As personally myself, I've been working with different Landco companies in the Kutubu area especially. But MPHs, we've been relying on some part of family for me. There is laughter there every time. No pressure or work, and it feels like I'm part of family now. I'm blessed. Every time I come back to work, I'm talking about family also. We go to place, and we go back to place. Also, hey, bless for you here. How you gonna know me? You said bless for me and work place. So it means that I think it's a very good place to work and live here with the MPHs. Side community and. Ika the Samblaman were also go against the company, because of like pages. Samblaman started the company. No side no employment, especially no side no employment as well. Also cross not like one time MPHs, but me plus explaining all also. MPHs in also GFE or large contractor. First time before MPHs came, we got go to catering small company where. You must go to the village, be alone, MPHs now I'm starting like international level where you must apply straight, kissing walk on time MPHs where you know it's like one talk system stuff. Bakam be alone, you drive him on all work, this like I know. So maybe start explaining also, all my now start to understand. So that's why first time all got cross na this like I but also like holding car on this line, but this line no talk going now. They start to realize that. MPHs style on another level, so I think Milama school apply straight na kung jalo go. One time display, just like you talk, no side no community. One time MPHs, narla something MPHs at symbol local supply and Sembrigi, where it's like Polova Women's Association supply PG. this supplier, one month of supply, the whole entire Sembrigi, especially Mama or Papa, also supplying Kaige. So I'm hard through background this opportunity where one to have also Chimani Lem through MPHs, also Salam Kaige Blon, MPHs of mobile place, also Karakam Salam. So whole Sembrigi from Yanguli, Nia, even Marocos as Chimol Kaige Blon Kam. Salam Long Polba Women's Association, MPHS supply. So this la board and stuff. So community also one built through. A legal group or staff, we shall self interest yeah. But community me personally, me shall looking almost against him MPHS or this la. Also like through law work on the MPHS. A lot of company also less. If we say talk, I people got cover ground company chevista. Also the people less work on that chef. People have work on that pages. I don't almost had a similar story, but some roles good lots to talk people are making. No good side blame, good side blame. People are making. So no got don't issue on them on side community. MPHs go be especially the side go be MPHs seem to recruiting on one side man, one side house line, or one side tribes. Me not my tribe, but me observe different old tribes inside Sebrigi Valley and more staff inside like MPHs. So it's like equal representative one tribes of staff. I mean, no big operation where we the whole entire 21 tribes, at least several tribes clan will staff on work. Yes, no. Advice Blomigol especially all Magi Blomilo Sembrigi. Usat all Magi where you track or you play cars to mass, school, Muslim school, play rugby in Marat area, you all this all Magi stuff. You need local school. You mean no born yet, project been start. Or probably we walk now, we all Magi can come walk. All picnic Blomiblo can walk yet. All Magi, one age Blomi or young old Magi, you block roster, plan it school. Chimlik paper, na come back, apply na you work. MPHs, you work good company where I'm saying making fair and equal opportunity, normal fair treatment. That's like equal opportunity of staff. All man, na marry with them. So especially you mean all Magi Sebrigi you staff, Arave, Southern Highlands, Koloba. Kutubu, one of my Kantobo, Kamox, Baina, Saudi, Kigori, my gay staff in the local school. Chimol little paper, finding work, apply low work, no one holding bush knife, stopping Carlo road, to ground blooming, you walk. This la passing before, probably me finished. Now you must go, you apply, finding work, now look out in family.
We have done so much that we are proud of. But it's not about the math or the numbers, as they are measurable. They shrink and grow, forever changing. Money is not what makes us who we are. We are who we are because to this day and forevermore we hold our values close, the values of our ancestors. Every single person who gets up every day and goes to work with our uniform on, from the front line to the boardroom, remembers where they came from and carries with them the storylines of their lands and our ancestors in their minds, the beauty of its people in their soul, and the never tiring pursuit of a united, sustainable and peaceful future in our hearts. That's our secret. We aren't a corporation. We are the living, thriving embodiment of the heart, mind and soul of the people who came before us, tasked only with serving humbly those who come after.
Since I was little, like growing up, watching, employees from other areas, other nationals coming into the camps that are set up in the project area, having the opportunity been given to them, like watching that growing up, and basically most of our local people, like they get to do the labor jobs. So one of the challenging area for me is when I started work, one of my aim was to use the opportunity of employment to get into that system and learn as much as I could to be an example to the local workforce or the local the young local youths coming up. So like in terms of employment, being a housekeeper or being a kitchen hand, we don't have to just be an employee to become a housekeeper or kitchen hand. Like there's more to it. But being given the opportunity, it depends on how we take on the opportunity and make the best out of it to develop ourselves by using the resources that are given to us and being an example like back to the communities that I come from. Yeah, as an individual, I think MPH is a from my experience, it gives equal opportunity to all employees. It depends on individuals, on how you take that opportunity and build from it. My individual experience with the company, me coming from accounts background, just starting off as a accounts officer to where I am now in a managerial position, it has given me an opportunity to help myself as an individual to develop and grow within the organization and also directly benefits my family. I think what really motivates me to wake up every morning and wear my uniform and go to work would be my personal goals and the passion that I have in what I do. I think if I didn't have the goals and the passion, I would be just working without any aim. So what motivates me the most is to achieve the goals that I have within the organization and also my family. One has to work to provide for their family, so that would be one aspect to it. I think the third one would be being an example, like I said, to the community that I come from. So that's something that gives me, get me up every morning to go to work. Yes, I actually have 2 children, so I think my children are the most, the driving forces behind me waking up every morning and going to work. It's a local pride, I'd say. Me being a local, I'm sure that the other local staffs, they're proud of working with MPHs as a local company, and I think the efforts put behind the scenes to actually get the company one step ahead. It comes from an understanding that this is our local company and the locals, being employed and given the opportunity to work also. Understanding that it's our local company, they also put efforts to push the company forward. I think my message to the local youths in project area would be, if the job opportunity is given to you, take on the opportunity. It doesn't matter what position you start off from, if it's a housekeeper or kitchen hand, at least you start somewhere and make your way up. So I think patience and commitment is important during the time of employment to get you somewhere. So there's so many resources that is provided by the company. I think one of my experiences, locals are not utilizing those resources, which like most of us to get somewhere in life. So my encouragement would be, using the resources that are provided to you. If you have the extra time, use the extra time to work towards something. Learn as much as you can, and there will be so many challenges, but never to be scared. Take the opportunity as a challenge, and face those challenges.
We believe we have broken the mould for Landcos in Papua New Guinea, and that is the Landco dream. We want to share this with every Landco in Papua New Guinea to drive our country and our people forward so that our children truly will have the future that was promised to us and that we have now in turn promised to them.
I start work lo coffee camp lo 2013. I work as a kitchen hand. Now changing time jurist kisim na jurist lusin na go and pages kam na mo changing me kam lo cook. And come now me start as a work as a butchery, and then breakfast chef. Come now start as a chef now. And then install a coffee, and then on saling me kam lo moro. And I'm based lo moro na me start as a chef lo here. Side lo chef, misa making all butchery, cooking all kaikai, all main course dishes. Mipa company providing me pla logen lo making, misa making all salads, all dishes company like imta lo making, misa making. Misa like lo making logen seafood night come na all seafood platter, misa like lo making na bila si mantam all kain all flowers, misa like lo making bila si man seafood platter lo every Fridays. Lo tintin lumiet NPHS, PNG mining and petroleum hospitality services. Me looking most me no bin go to school, but PNG NPHS making na me sabe lo plant ibuka something. Na company lumi line me os me school lo company lumi ken. Na me line plant ibuka something. Something we me no line logen tu, and me line. Na me kisim good la sabe lo la company to me now me started. Lanti something we me no la sabe tu me sabe. Like all communities. Also like a company do me pla because company MPG staff na because I kisi all lily services. All one workman the company because staff na place tu sa kisi lily services. The look out the family the place. Na staff on time helping all family go come get heavy logan. So MPHS am helping community do me pla too. Like me pla line work lo MPHS go back na helping get place line na also to go company bla company we bla staff na me pla two staff. Yeah, me got to pikinini na one staff. Me got to bla pikinini because the family do me pla can work. And then company do me pla two sakuti me pla. Lo okay work na look out all families do me pla lo home. Planti do me pla mo se men place. Sampla staff close to the town city. So place life mem hard. Lo find money is la kind. So sometimes mi sa okay sa garden, lo sabuti mi play lo bam school fish lo pikinin do mi pla. O fishing. Si fish na ko salim na money or liking lo pikinin do ba ko na kisin good sabe sa mi sa kan hard work na. O pikinin sa ko kisin school. Lo side do mi and we can talk o sen. Life to place em hard to mas. Lo kisin money work. So this lana now me start na misa saputin all families me all brothers na sisters me lo go to school na wearing good clothes all mas kai good na staff na helping all mama papa me start na helping all lo lili call something all need him logen lo all by staff na survive logen. Sometimes all boys, especially all boys, and also kisim wara dia isla kay mo sa tanim bek na bagaratin mo bless. So what misa making misa bumi mall na misa to isla no straight la pasin. Isla pasin na you pla making and community by no na apply kin. Community ba hating you pla na all by no na apply kin you pla. So you pla mas start good na. Lugar ti community do you mean na. Bien online ka man tap tu sindang ni mall na tok lo how lo bayo mi look out the community bayo mi. After all, bayo mi style community bayo mi na bayo mi dai lo community bayo mi.
That was slack. One more.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for your participations. And all of you have worked so more safely, and now I see all your faces up there, all intact. I'm so proud of you guys. And I will see you guys same time next week. And all of you have a safe working day. Thank you very much. And with that, I declare the meeting closed. Thank you.